Hey ghosts and ghouls, this is Nelson with E-Ryder. Today is Halloween. Yeah, so I was driving through a neighborhood. I was riding my beast, my monster, my fat tire bike from Snapcycle. It's a Snapcycle R1. Taking it out around the neighborhood. Saw this. This is in my neighborhood, this guy's house. I'm just gonna do a quick walk around. This is probably the coolest house I've ever seen decorated. And look at this crazy stuff. Look at that, huge. The attention to detail. It's even got the windows boarded up. Let's look at some of this stuff. Hey, how's it going?
Good, yourself?
All right. You finished up yet? You all ready for today?
Yeah.
Yeah? How long you been doing this?
Here about 5 years.
5 years?
When I lived at my parents' house, I did it at their house.
Okay. I'm doing a YouTube video.
Oh, okay.
So do you mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Yeah, that's fine.
What's your first name?
Chris.
Hey, Chris. So, where does all this stuff go when you're done with it?
The past 5 years, we've been storing it in the garage.
All of this?
All of it. So basically, I've been able to park one car in the garage. But this year, I ended up getting a storage unit, so we get both cars in the garage. But still, be able to put a bunch of Halloween stuff in there.
So, what was the motivation with all of this stuff? What encouraged you to do this? Is it just to start off with just a few things and just?
Like when I lived at my parents' house, I think in 2009 or 10, I built my first prop, which was it was a guillotine, but it wasn't this one. It was a different one. But I guess just as a kid, I always just had a liking for Halloween, and then the few houses in the neighborhood that they didn't go this extreme, but they definitely had a lot more stuff than a normal person. And I always just found it fun, and so it just every year I had.
So it's like you have one tattoo, now you gotta get them all.
Exactly.
Okay, well, if you don't mind me asking, I mean, some of the stuff looks like you built it yourself.
Yeah, I would say about 75% of the stuff I make.
Wow.
There's obviously like stuff like this, that guy. Those
Yeah.
are store-bought props, big skeleton. But or even like something like this was the skeleton's a store-bought skeleton. But then I did the tombstone, and then he's got gears in there, and he sways back and forth. So sometimes it's even taking a store-bought product and kind of make it your own.
What do you think you spent over the entire time of collecting all this stuff?
Oh, jeez.
If you had to guess.
I would say at least 10 or 15,000, probably over the past 11 years. I would say.
11 years. Okay.
I would say at the very least, it could be more.
What would you say is like the coolest reactions or best reactions you get from visitors? Like,
the ones I really do like are just the people that tell you like how much they appreciate you doing it and everything, because it just makes it that much more worth doing it. But I do like some of the scares. There's a few things at night that are on sensors, and I do either pop out or go off, whatever, and it's always
make people jump.
Making people jump and like that.
So, do you have any like competitions going with the neighbors at all?
Not with the neighbors, but one of the Reaper guy coming out of the tombstone there, it says proud member of Chicago Hunt Builders. So that is actual community around the Chicago area. And then there's the sign by the butcher shop block that if you scan the QR code, it'll bring up all the haunt lists of the people that are on the list that do the yard haunts.
So have you been featured anywhere, like newspapers, news?
They just showed like a 10-second clip on WGN last year, but WGN has been coming out and going to the different haunts like on Friday mornings. So we're hoping next year we can actually have them come out. I had just sent them a clip last year. They were actually out at Haunt 31 on the other side of Lake in the Hills. So there's a bunch more haunts in Algonquin, Crystal Lake, other parts like the hills here. But like I said, the Chicago Haunt Builders thing is all over the Chicago area. I think there's about 140 people on the list this year.
Now it looks like you have a door right there. Is that for people to go in?
The entrance right there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can basically, most people start around at the butcher shop scene.
Uh-huh.
They'll probably go along the fence there, and they'll circle back around through the circus tent. And then you could walk up along the side there, and then you come through here, and then go through the 2 columns there, and then it ends right out at the driveway.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm just going to finish my little walk around.
Yeah, no,
so,
go ahead.
It was nice to meet you.
You too. Said come back at night. This will be the last night.
Yeah, I drove by one time, and it was really lit up. I mean, you have a lot of lights out here, too.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the electricity bill for Halloween and Christmas.
You know, for Halloween, it's really not that bad. I mean, most now is LED. I think there's 2 small bulbs in the creepy pumpkin patch that are still the incandescent, but everything else is LED, so it's, you know, it's not too bad on the energy bill.
Well, there you have it. You heard from the owner himself coming out, making the last few adjustments before the kids and trick-or-treaters tonight. Even got skeletons going up the tree, windows in the house boarded up. All right, so this is the best decorated Halloween setup I've ever seen. This is in a little suburb, probably about an hour west of Chicago. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy the little Halloween treat. If you're interested in the Snapcycle, go ahead and check the link below. And there's a little coupon to save you about $60.